Hello everyone, my name is Ren and welcome back to the Forever World. It's me and little me ready to welcome you. Anyway, back to the game. And you can see I have set up our mini productivity wall once again so we know what we have to do and don't get sidetracked at all. I mean, we'll still get sidetracked, but this will get rid of some of it. So today we have an iron farm, all or most enchantments because last time it took me way too long to get the stupid Unbreaking 3. So we have to try again for that one because it was only Unbreaking 2, I believe, and I want Unbreaking 3. So, gotta do that again. And finally, make our first area look pretty. Our first couple builds, make it look pretty, and you'll finally get to see the style that I'm going for the entire world because it's not cave aesthetic. It's something much better, in my opinion, that I tried to do a while back and it just didn't work out with the server I was playing on. But anyway, now we have my own world and I'm working on that and hopefully everything will turn out looking really good. So let's get into the first thing, the iron farm. I'm using a tutorial by Waddles, which I will link in the description. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, and now it's time to do the more difficult part. I've got it built, and now I brought two villagers over. I did not have the energy to bring a third, so I'm going to have these guys breed up there, because you can't even see where the villager breeder is across the lake. Anyway, I'm going to get these guys into minecarts to send them up, and then I'll put them in the little space there so they can breed, and then get the third one in the last chamber, and then finally, hopefully by the next nighttime, I can get a zombie in there. Okay, so I have here 4 potatoes, and this should, in theory, be the last food that they need, and they should, share it and make babies. So I'm gonna leave them alone. Now that I have all 3 of the villagers and this stupid zombie in here, which took me like 3 or 4 days, and I already have a couple of golems spawning down the sides here. So I'm going to finish up with the building and I'll be right back. Alright, so after building the iron farm, this is everything. There was also the iron that it took, that's why the hoppers are in here, the iron that it took to craft those because I did overcraft, and I got almost 2 stacks, some poppies, a couple of heads, and I'm literally getting an iron golem in here every 15, maybe 30 seconds. So it's a really good tutorial, really good farm. The only thing I can say is every so often some of the iron will fall on one of these ice blocks down here. I don't know if it's falling through the lava or what, but that would be something I would love to see improved in the next design, if Waddles ever does update this. Anyway, I'll put the link to this tutorial in the description box. See, there goes another one. But yeah, I'll put all of that down below. And now let's move on to, I believe, getting the villagers set up to fancy up the area in there. I might also need to make it fancy before I do that. So let's run home and see what we need to do for that. Also, you thought I forgot. Boom. Alright, I need some materials, mainly copper, wood, maybe some bricks or something, and glass. So I'm gonna go collect a shulker of each, and I'll be back. Alright, now we're back, and this is everything I got. I've got some miscellaneous stuff in there, and then all of this, the sand I'm going to be turning into glass, and all of that. This I also need to smelt up, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we can get started with a little bit of building. So here we go. Alright, so as you can see, I have carved out spots for 21 librarians because I made a list, or not 21, 25, sorry. I made a list of the most important enchantments, which is almost all of them that you can get from villagers, and I'm thinking of setting up the area something like this. It's currently snowing and raining in the exact same spot. Anyway, but this is my plan. Having the blackstone chambers, kind of a deep slate floor with the bricks, the tiles, and the blackstone or the deep slate. I'm also thinking of doing the cobbled deep slate in some of it, and then the pillars and the like roofing trim. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do to keep mobs out along there, but I'll have to figure something out. And then, yeah, the blackstone chambers and the little bookshelves for the librarians. I think this is a beautiful setup. I also need to decide what to do about the snow, because I don't want snow everywhere. That would look really ugly. So I need to decide what to do with that. But for now, I'm going to try and get all of this done, and I will be back to you guys when that's done. Alrighty, everyone, so I have finally finished getting every enchantment at the max level that I need personally in this world set up here, and in between episodes, I'm going to get my gear fully set up because I died in the end and lost a bunch of that, so having to get everything back is a pain, but I now have the villagers to do that, and so I'll spend the time curing them and doing all of that. And the other thing I wanted to show you is if we fly over to the iron farm, and I did the same thing at the sugarcane farm, just so we have it kind of filling up passively, is... Oh, hold on. There we go. As you can see, I made a chunk loader for each one, and so that basically just passes an item between the overworld and the nether, and so it keeps these chunks from stopping, like from unloading when I leave, and it means that we're constantly producing iron and sugarcane even when we're not here. Anyway, with that, I think I am done for today. I have other plans I was going to do, but this episode has taken way too long, and honestly, I'm kind of tired right now, so I don't want to keep recording or editing or Minecrafting. But I will be streaming most likely later this week, probably on Friday, and depending on when this episode goes out, I'll be streaming later this week. And yeah, I'll be working a little more on villagers. And, ooh, we're disappearing. Anyway, but by that time, we'll have all of the villagers ready and all of our gear ready so we can do a little bit of starting on the next project, which goes on top of the villager area. So we'll see that next episode. Anyway, it has been absolutely wonderful hanging out with y'all, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye, everyone.